1952, 7 p.m. Captain's log, day 3. This is Titus Brigham, captain of the H.M.S. Freewing. This past day has been the most traumatizing day of my entire military career. I'll admit it's not looking good for me and my men. We were halfway back to base when suddenly the engine stopped running. Now we had a real big fucking problem on our hands. We would have to go into the engine room to fix it. In hindsight, locking the infected in the engine room was the worst possible mistake I could have made. Me and Darren decided to be the ones to go fix it since we knew the systems the best, aside from Yuri. Shane said he would be on the radio if we needed his help. We went to the armory to get weapons. At this point, everyone agreed Greg and Yuri were too far gone to help, and worst case scenario, we would have to put them down if they impeded in the process of the repairs. Both grabbed our Sten machine guns out of the armory locker and made sure we had enough ammo if shit hit the fan. I got the blowtorch out of the cabinet I'd stashed it in during the previous night and approached the door with Darren. I blowtorched the chain off the door and readied my gun to breach into the room. We had been trained to do this sort of thing, just never thought I'd have to use my training on my own ship against my own fucking men. In any case, we breached into the room and split up onto both sides. The engine room was quite small, with a forked path at the entrance. One path on each side of the engine, where different systems were. I took the right, and Darren took the left. My side was clear. When I yelled out to Darren to see if he was alright, I heard the most horrific scream from him. I rushed around to the other side to see Greg and Yuri literally ripping him apart. They tore the flesh from his bones and fucking brutalized the poor fucker. I loved that kid so much. He had so much courage, so much promise as a soldier. I emptied my entire magazine into the two infected and they fell, lifeless. Not only did I just witness the death of 3 of my crew members, but I killed 2 of them. I killed them. It was now officially blood on my fucking hands, and I was horrified with myself. I just dropped to my knees next to Darren's corpse and let out an anguishing despair. In that moment, I even debated taking my own life, but I realised my other crewmates still had shit to live for. I was no longer worthy of being a captain. I was a mess, but I had to stay strong for the rest of them. They were my responsibility. I heard a voice from my radio. It was Shane and Xavier. Xavier was the newest man on the crew, and he didn't know how to operate many of the systems, but Darren was teaching him how to navigate, which would be useful, now that Darren was dead. Shane asked what the fuck was going on, and I just shakily said, they ripped him to fucking pieces. I had to shoot them. I fucking had to. Shane, please help me repair the engine so I can get some fucking rest. Shane quickly ran to the room and saw the horror that I had to see. He threw up, but pushed forward, and tried to help me repair the engine. The tools we needed were here, we just needed to focus. It took a long hour or 2, but we finally got it running again. I simply looked at Shane, told him I was heading to bed, and went to my quarters. I don't know if I can do this anymore. I'm going to continue forward, for my men's sake, and for Darren. But God only knows what hell will come tomorrow.